sure this is working. Alright, we cool. We got our buddy. He about to jump. We got our buddy, I keep calling my cat Kevin. That is not his name. I'm like, that's your human name, bro. So we got Butters with us today. We got Butters making a special appearance. How are y'all guys doing today? This is the Side Top Podcast. Just tied now, just think about it. Place where we combine our mind with our heart, see what our gut mind is saying, connect all those three circles, and let whatever come out, come on out. Try to find another way to do three. Man, that's why he's saying, yo, I need 3 of those. Like, somebody will probably say 2 and think they got the thumb up by accident. Like, yo, nah, yeah, he said 3, but he put up 2. I think he meant 2. Yo, Butters, you can't be going all over the place. Come on. Come on, man. We got a show to do. We got a show to do. Oh, let me click this to go live on TikTok too. Almost forgot. Yo. I guess it's not going on there right now. It's not popping up for me. Alright. But yeah. I was just on here to tie some things down. Look up some articles. I only got like a half hour and then I can stop and we do part 2. But it's a lot of things going on in the world that was said that wasn't going to happen or was put up to crazy people. And now when we go around, we see whole politicians saying the same thing. We see people in Britain getting people that's in like places of power taken down already. America, a little far behind. A little far behind. Like they got to do a lot of guessing, go through all this stuff, and the other big predators, they got to make their way out. That's why America ain't go down yet. They got to like create some fall guys first. Cause this is an amazing time for transparency in America and in the world too. Cause this Epstein's list thing got world leaders on here from everywhere. Roger, y'all coming at the most awkward time. Got whole world leaders and everything on there, and and the way that the mind is being placed at the same time, because it's never not one thing going on at one time, and that's what's so interesting. Like you got the Epstein going on, you got Trump, you got the Iranian war, the Jews, the Israelites, and stuff like that going on. Free Palestine, however, whatever neck of the woods you come from. But all of this is all happening at the same time. And I don't think any of this is new at all. I don't think any of this is new. Just talk about this. It's just that I think we got the internet now. We have the internet, we got social media, we got people posting clips, we got people posting their opinions and stuff online, and people being able to see those thoughts and opinions. Because I think the way that the world is being ran now has always been like this. We just now getting we being able to digest it more. Being able to digest it more. Because somebody just come along and saying that, yeah, all the rich people, they're all together and stuff like this. They just say, man, go get a job. Well, man, you're just not trying to make enough money. You think they got something that you don't got, and that's why you don't like them. Because they got something, you think they got something that you don't have. But it's like, yo, all of that is marketing that was put down from them. Like that was so so wild about all of this. But yeah, with the internet and everything, we're able to see everything. Just now, just think about those things. We're able to see everything not all at once, because then it's still divided. Like some people's on TikTok, some people on Instagram, some people only like these kind of videos. That's why I like going to the comments now. Like it's some stuff, I see some, since Israel put all that money into YouTube and TikTok, I'm seeing more, not just ads, like where it say sponsored at the bottom, but where it's just somebody saying something so random about Israel. And like I was watching this black couple, and they were saying, yeah, we're black and we're Israelites. And it's like they think that we don't exist over there. And my first thought was, who said that? Black people exist all over the world. All over the world, you see this caramel colored skin, no matter where you go. So that wasn't the problem. The problem, the issue was, do you support a genocide or do you not support a genocide? So seeing these kind of videos pop up, it's just like straight propaganda. It's straight just trying to sway emotions, as all videos are. All videos are trying to do that. But just when it comes to genocide, it's just like, yo, trying to just paint themselves as the nice guy. Because these people studied the mind. Roger, people study the mind way more than what people believe. Especially if you don't like go to school, or if you didn't care for school and stuff like that, or if you don't pay, well then watch anime. Anime explains a hell of a lot of things when it comes to war, emotions and feelings, and what people in power are willing to do, including erase history and say that things did not happen. Like look, I'm gonna pull up this thing that happened in Philly where they took down the plaque that was talking about how George Washington owned slaves, and I'm from Philly, so this was like, I seen this plaque before. We had to take field trips and all that stuff. Plaque taken down. What? I didn't type any of that. Slave plaque taken down. Okay. Wrong one. Yeah, he had them removed, and then they were saying they were gonna put it back up, but they taking a long time. But just the fact that they like, hey, this didn't happen. These George Washington didn't have slaves, and it's not that I'm talking fast. It's not that they're going to say that he didn't have slaves. Is if something is not brought up over years and years, it's just going to become like, oh, that's the thing. Like, did you know that Christopher Columbus didn't Christopher Columbus didn't never set foot in North America? Like, I knew he didn't discover America because it was people here, but I didn't know that he didn't never even step a foot in North America ever at all. But yet North America is the one that got the Columbus holiday that made it and changed history to be that thing. That say, hey, this guy came over from Spain and thought he was finding India and did this. And I heard that the people over there was calling them retarded. Like, you're not going to find India going that way. What the fuck are you doing? And he said, nah, I got this. I got this. I got this. Like that meme. And then he wound up not finding it at all. And wound up being in South America. And it's such so topsy-turvy. But that's how malleable history has always been. Like, history's always been turned around. That's why I always love archaeology and like just looking back into the past and putting clues together, reading old books, or at least seeing what people had to say about old books. Cause like when you go through the renditions, they change stuff around so much. Like look at how if you watch One Piece, One Piece is a famous manga anime adaptation later on from the 90s. And they used to have like more darker skin in the past. And they kept on pushing it farther and farther on and years on, and now they're making them lighter and lighter. But the villains, they stay dark skinned. And this is like a known thing. And people still watch it because it's a dope ass anime, but it's still like, no, he was always like this. He was always this color. It's like, no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. It's just interesting because people fight so fucking much over stuff that they don't really understand. Like, take, I was seeing something else about them Bow, burning Bow in Iran. Let's see about that. Yeah, Iranian protesters burned effigies of Baal, an ancient Canaanite deity, during organized rallies marking the 47th anniversary of Islamic Revolution, blending historical symbolism with modern political messaging. But the thing about it is that Bao and look, I could be wrong, but I think that Bao and Allah and all of them are all like from the same deity. Well, you type in ChatGPT and they make use AI come up first with Copilot. Oh, that's some clever marketing. That's some clever marketing. What is the relationship of Bao, Allah, and yeah, oh, I guess they've rejected it. So I don't get what's going on. Yeah, this is what I was thinking earlier, but that's some other stuff about how it was a god El that was worshipped all throughout that area, and Yahweh merged out of El and took some of the qualities because it was these certain group of Canaanites during this age, during the Iron Age, I think, and that's what later became the Israelites. But they came up with Yahweh out of this whole concept of El that was already in the region. But since they had to like fight everybody was fighting each other to get land. Everybody was. But their Yahweh God became the storm god, the storm warrior god. So when they prayed to their storm warrior god, they was gonna win. That's what you read in the Old Testament Bible all the time. And like that's the Yahweh. It was people in the desert like fighting, trying to have land and survive and stuff like that. They just wound up being some of the strongest ones. I think they just knew how the mind worked at different states, so they like took advantage of that, just like they do today. For example, but yeah, there's just a lot of wild stuff going on. There's a lot of wild stuff, all playing off people' belief patterns and how they see the world going on. But yet we still finding bones from like 2 million years ago, 500,000 years ago, and that's not the big topic of the conversation of when it comes to humans and where our origins are and how we are like come together and stuff like that. Nobody talks about any of that, and it's for a reason, cause so that the power, like you know the classic saying, so that the powers that be can keep going what they have going, and now we're seeing that's actually a real thing. uh, it's funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious because we're a lot of people is all running under the system and everything like that. System of belief, system of how they run in their life, how they believe money works and everything. So they're like, all right, well, this is just how it is. Even though we learning who created it and how it was created, people still say, yeah, well, this is how it is. Because they're the benefit they're getting from it and everything. And that's c'est la vie. Like humanity is going to be humanity. Humanity is going to be humanity, but with humanity, I see that we come up with so many different types of complex systems that if this system was to like fall because we don't want to fuck with them no more, that we would be able to come up with something else. We'll be able to come up with something else. It'll be a challenge. People that was all shining and glistening, people probably won't be shining so much no more. But I think we'll be alright if we just came up with a whole, let the system just collapse. Just let it collapse. Start all over again. Start all over. Like, let's not wait for the AI to do and wipe things out. Let's not wait for the aliens to come down and burn some people if they don't obey. Let's just do it now. Let's just let's just have everything collapse now and just start all over again. Cause it would be like a relationship. You know, like when you're in a bad relationship and you want to leave, but it's like, and it can go one or two ways. It can be chaotic where y'all don't talk to each other. Y'all got kids, so then they got to go through the court because y'all can't talk and everything. When it also can be another way where y'all talk things out. Y'all co-parent, see things every once in a while. Don't got to talk about all your feelings, but just the ones that really will help things go on. like, like the world been moving in the other way, like with bad breakups all the time, bad spiteful breakups that last generations. But things can really be different, like a co-parent, like people agreeing to be a co-parent and agreeing to just go their separate ways, but still find love. Cause love is a dangerous and magnificent fucking thing. I was listening to this guy. Oh, I think I saved it on TikTok. He was talking about finding love at an old age. And this other guy was like, man, I don't want to hear none of your shit. You 70 years old now talking about you just found love. You should have been found it. Like, this is why black women and everything is damaged and everything. But the guy was trying to say, well, this was only because, like, he said his great-grandfather was a slave and they never taught them how to love, so they never was able to love when they was in the world and everything. And the other guy was like, I'm not hearing it. It got into this real heated debate. Trying to see if I can find it. Let me see. Found love at 70. Yeah, I found it. Okay. Put on the headphones. Alright, we connected. Alright, so let's switch gears.
But go ahead. The one thing that I just want to talk about Luke, make sure I say the name right, pop this part out. Okay, what Luke brought up was like accountability. Like, yes, we can talk about, you know, what our families did to us, all this, all that, but eventually, and I know why people try and say this, and I really don't like that, but eventually comes a point where you have to decide, how do I want to live my life? I haven't talked to my daddy in 6 years. I don't give a fuck about what my family has gone through. I know where I will go. So it's like, you know, you can only say that for so long. Black women are tired, and, you know, kind of like putting onto them, like, hey, like, you didn't do this entirely, because everybody in here, several people have talked about, like, you know, going to counseling. Have that upon yourself. Stop waiting for a woman to tell you what you need to do. Take that upon yourself. Let me address that real quickly. For me, I didn't know fucking how to love. Can I say one more thing? No, I have to say this, because another thing that happens is, too.
Wait, it's a clip before this.
But go ahead. The one thing that I just want to talk about in Luke, make sure I say the name right, pop this part out. Okay.
Dang. Found love 70.
And Luke, make sure I say the name right, pop this.
Yo, why they not playing the first part?
But go ahead. The one thing that I just want to talk about,
where he was talking,
and I'm not meaning no disrespect by this.
It's all right. Just say. I come from a whole other era than any of you Negroes is talking about, and I'm not saying I'm right, but most of this was laid on our parents' parents.
Yeah.
My father was born in 1915. His grandparents were slaves. So it's not your mother's fault. It's not your father's fault. It's not your fault. We were born into 450 years of post-slavery PTSD. I am 69, be 70 in March. I've just learned how to love. Our parents didn't know how to love. Their parents didn't know how to love. And if I could say anybody maybe had an edge, it was the women. That's why I celebrate black women. I live with a psychiatrist, forensics detective, gangster, loving, who's just been patient with me to teach me how to love. I called my buddy, man. I said, I'm fucking up, bro, really bad. So I never been monogamous. So I don't even fucking know what it
What age did you become monogamous?
today. We don't talk about dopamine being in
He
the pleasure
said
center of
today.
the brain. Oxytocin is called. I come from a whole nother era.
Oh,
than
wait, I might have
any
to
of you
skip ahead, my
Negroes.
bad.
That's why I think our parents, our grandparents, our uncles.
And I'm not.
Yo, why is it doing that?
I come from a.
I'm
He
just gonna
said
touch
when
the
you hurt
mouse.
somebody, where you leave them is where they stay. That's why I think our parents, our grandparents, our uncles, our people that raised us, it all comes from out of all of that.
One thing that I just want to talk about accountability. Like, yes, we can talk about what our families did to us, but eventually comes a point where you have to decide, how do I want to live my life? I haven't talked to my daddy in 6 years. I don't give a fuck about what my family has gone through. I know where I will go. So it's like, you can only say that for so long. Black women are tired. Everybody in here, several people have talked about going to counseling. Have that upon yourself. Stop waiting for a woman to tell you what you need to do. Take that
But
upon
let me
yourself.
address that real quickly. For me, I didn't know fucking how to
Can
love.
I say one more
Hold on.
thing? No, I have to say this, because another thing that happens is, too,
That's why I have to
you
play
live
that
your
part
life
first.
for so long, and I'm not meaning no disrespect by
It's all
this,
right. Just say it, bro.
but when you hit your 60s and your 70s, I want to be right.
Okay, but let me.
I want to live my life right. I want someone to take care of me and protect me, and that's what a lot of women have issues
I'm living
with.
it right the fuck now.
As I said,
Listen to
I
what I'm
said
saying.
60s
Let
and
me say-
70s.
Let me say this.
Don't
bro.
overtalk
I'm
me.
gonna fucking overtalk you
I'm
because
good,
you're talking out
but
of
you're
line,
not
nigga.
gonna disrespect
You don't know
me.
what the fuck you talking
Oh, I
about.
am.
I just
I
live
do.
in love at 60,
I do.
bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Oh, I do.
You can't.
I do. I do.
You don't know it, nigga.
I do. I'm good.
You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
All right, so it sounded like what the guy with the glasses was trying to say. Did he have glasses?
And 70s.
Let me. The guy with the glasses was trying to say in my book was that now that he older and everything, now he want to try to get things together and have somebody to take care of him because he know we getting old and anything can happen. And the other guy is saying, no, I didn't know that loving like this was possible until I got to this age. And this guy just like, I'm not hearing that shit. It's a battle of the minds. Because sometimes it is unbelievable what a person is believing, like what their thought process is. But it really be their thought process. People really be like the TV show, like the cartoon and everything. I remember me stepping more out into the world and be like, oh wow, like you're really gonna stick to that thought. You're not gonna change it up. Like, that's just how you think, and that's just it. Cause man, cause it gets like that. It gets like that. But being able to see a different path, that's why I was so interested in the different meditations and psychedelics and mushrooms and everything. I didn't really grow up around people that was talking about, yeah, you get your mind blasted, you're just going to be able to see colors and this and that. I didn't grow up around that. So I did not have that connotation. My connotation with it was helping to expand the mind. And then later down the line, learn that the mind is just literally just your thoughts, how you think, what you think about, why you decide to think about things. Are you able to change your mind for good, for bad, just because? It allowed me to see what I want to do more and more. And I see that when I look back out at these conspiracies and everything, and what's going on in the world, and how people really do have their own mind, and will change and will run that program and smile in your face and just keep it moving and keep you guessing just how now. That's their literal pay. Like Vlad TV, that Vlad guy, let me pull it up. He put out this statement talking about Jay-Z. He put this statement out talking about Vlad, Jay-Z, and saying how, I gotta go on Google. I want the original post. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on, I'm getting it up now. Yeah, he put up this post talking about Jay-Z saying, yeah, he paid all of Tory Lane's lawyers. He is Epstein. He said, I have a confession. Let me make this full screen. So I have a confession. Rock Nation been paying me to support Megan. They also paid off all the jurors to convict Tory. They bribed the judge too. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson' new album. They paid off Megan's doctor to lie about the bullet fragments. She was never shot. It goes on and on. LA on Jay's payroll. And then he came out to say that he wasn't, and that he was just frauding. He was just playing and stuff like that, and the internet fell for it. And look at this, 14 million views. But look at how it's still going to play off in people's minds anyway, with everything else that's going on in the world. Like, why would he choose to post this troll post? Like, he could have waited till April 1st, April Fools or something like that. He's not known to be a comedian. People take his stuff as news. Like, he posts stuff on his page that is news. So then he posts stuff and then say, yeah, I was just playing, and put that long post and people names in it. There's definitely layers to that post. Definitely layers to that post on how they're gonna have influence public opinion on certain people, especially black people. For some reason. Yeah, it's a laughing matter, but also it's not a laughing matter. Cause like, think about how. Let me go live on TikTok too. No, here, cause I could still smoke on here. Yeah, cause think about how they talking about people eating babies and saying, "Oh, we got to be aware because they're eating the babies." Like, it's in the Epstein files, the jerky. Like, it's implied. We don't know for sure. They say it's all alleged. Just how now, all alleged. But they're saying that they're eating babies and everything, and it's good for stem cells. Even this one video where this guy was asking these black ladies for their aborted babies, practically. Where's the? I swear I had it up already. For their aborted babies, and saying that they'll pay for it and do like a bidding war and everything. Oh, I got too many windows open. Alright, there we go. Hold on, it all will come up with this. Yeah, look, check this out.
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for you know. I'm prepared to outbid him anyway. Whatever I bid, he's gonna outbid me. I bought about $60,000 worth of eggs. Yeah. If you have abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical
Like,
cord,
who are these people anyway? Peter Nagard.
Even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. Yeah. We regard
Look at
it
her
as
face.
waste, and it actually
How
should
they just walk out and
should be
leave? They're
captured
there
as
for that money,
recycled.
though.
And it shouldn't go to waste. It's life for somebody, you know.
Him
And it's life
and
for
George R. Bush.
No, the best eggs are.
He was Alex
60 to
Jones.
80 years old. Those are the best eggs. The only reason
16, 18-year-olds.
the older your eggs get, the weaker and weaker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So you may not be our. How much do you want?
Wait. It's the end to that.
I want 16-year-olds. I mean, folks.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Alex Jones taking his take on it. But that's wild. Yeah, he straight said that straight on camera. I'm gonna look up who this Peter Nygard guy is. Peter Nygard. It's like if I say his name 3 times fast, he'll jump out the mirror. Yo, it's right in his. I can't make this up. It's right in his wiki. I didn't even have to try too hard. I don't know what I was trying to do, but look, Peter Nygard is a Finnish Canadian businessman, former fashion executive, and convicted sex offender. That was a fashion Mongol. So imagine all the KIDS he was around, being in the fashion industry, doing fucking modeling shit, agencies and all that crap. But yeah, they straight asking for that because they're getting into that stem cell research. Well, not even research, they just going for it. Getting into rejuvenating a body by taking blood and human placentas. They ain't even going straight stem cell. They doing more. Like they just getting whatever's in the soup. No telling what's going on. But I brought it up because they was doing this. It ain't surprising to me because they was doing this with the slaves. Like Black History lesson for you. They was eating slaves. They ate Nat Turner. They like hear that all the time, but it was true. They ate them. Look. Yeah, he led a slave revolt. So then they was like, yo, we gotta get you and set a message out. And even so, like they've been doing this. I gotta come on. I don't want to accept all these cookies and stuff. The Delectable Negro. Human consumption and homoeroticism within U.S. slave culture. So when they died, they tried to make him... this nigga was gay. That's why people so big on that nowadays when people bring it up. And they try to set... And young people dress up and go through things for the money. And also, I wasn't surprised because, look, did they eat mummies? Yes, for nearly 500 years, from the 11th century through the 18th centuries, Europeans consumed ground-up Egyptian mummies, a practice known as corpse medicine or mumia. Mamma mia! Driven by the belief that ancient remains could cure ailments like headaches, stomach issues, and plagues. Apothecacy so powdered mummies as a popular remedy. And then you even know the Native American, not Native American, the Mayans, they used to eat people too. They used to sacrifice. They eat the heart and stuff like that. So, and it's other cannibalistic tribes as well throughout the world. Just to point out, it's just that when it's set up in a way where they kidnapping people and tricking people and changing their belief patterns. I'm gonna get back to that. Like, why did this one is asking? Why did they think it was good for their health? For 500 years they did this. Like, in the world without antibiotics, physicians prescribe ground up skulls, bones, and flesh to treat illnesses from headaches to reducing swellings or curing the plague. Not everyone was convinced. Guy de la Frontani, a royal doctor, doubted mumia was a useful medicine and saw forged mummies made from dead peasants in Alexandria. He realized people can be coon. But the forgeries illustrate an important point. There was constant demand for dead flesh to be used in medicine, and the supply of real Egyptian mummies could not meet this. Yo, not all doctors thought dry old mummies made the best medicine. Some doctors believed that fresh meat and blood had a vitality the long dead lacked. I didn't make that up. I just connected the dots in real time. And I said, I'm not surprised that they eating people nowadays. They've been doing it for, I can say here, look, they've been eating mummies for 500 years. And now some doctors was even saying, man, they need to stop eating them dry stuff and get some real people. The claim that flesh was best convinced was not the, what the fuck? The claim that, I can't even say it. The claim that fresh was best convinced even the noblest of nobles. England's King Charles II took medications made from human skulls after suffering a seizure, and until 1909, physicians commonly used human skulls to treat neurological conditions. Yo, these people are sick. For the royal and social elite, eating mummies seemed the royal appropriate medicine, as doctors claim mumia was made from pharaohs. Royalty ate royalty. And then as soon as they said royalty is going to eat kids. By the 19th century, they're no longer consuming mummies. That's just like 1901. But Victorians were hosting unwrapping parties where Egyptian corpses would be unwrapped for entertainment at private parties. Napoleon's first expedition to Egypt in 1798 procured European curiosity and allowed 19th century travelers to bring whole mummies back to Europe, brought off the street in Egypt. Victorians held private parties dedicated to unwrapping the remains of ancient Egyptian mummies. Wow. See, that's why we all know our history. They ate it all. They ate all the history, bro. Damn. Strong drink meant audience were loud and appreciative. Yeah. You know, people don't like to die. Like, people are so scared to death that they'll do anything not to die. They'll say, I'm gonna live here forever and find whatever, do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. Are they really even enjoying the moments they have now to be saying such a thing? Because you're like, when you got a good thing, good art, sometimes you let it go. And that makes it even better. I'm not saying death is like, go die or kill yourself. But, like, to come up with a whole society based off of keeping your habits straight, where billions of people have to run around questioning their own identities and questioning why is the earth this way, just so a few people can go around and do things willy-nilly, is wild. It's wild. That's why you gotta just do what you gotta do for yourself all the time. Period. Build up the skill from that inner waking. That inner tiredness. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna tie on out of here right now. Thanks for being a part of this Just Tie Now Conspiracies. You see it though.